My name is James Williams Jr. I've been watching The View for about like 3 minutes, and they brought up Kanye West, where apparently is about as dumb as a box of rocks, or a douchebag full of dick tips. Now, I don't really like his music. I don't really support him. So, I'm gonna speak freely. He had made a statement to TMZ sometime between now and yesterday about slavery and 400 years and it being a choice. And apparently, he must not have paid attention in school that no slave actually requested to become a fucking slave. That was something that was just kind of thrown on people, you know. And when you hear a celebrity say stuff like this, especially a celebrity of color, you know, are you fixing to make us all look stupid, or is it just you? You know, I have to know because sometimes the thing this dude say or do, just like it makes no motherfucking sense. Now I know I don't make a lot of sense, and I know that stupidity don't fall too far from the tree. But goddamn, man, slaves didn't get an option. Even the indentured servants really didn't get an option. That was their ticket to America. And for him to say that about slavery staying there for 400 years and that was a choice. It's like, why don't you ask Alex Haley's grandfather, Kunta Kinte, about getting his goddamn foot chopped off for running to freedom? That was not a choice. They gave him an option of getting his foot chopped off or losing his private parts. No, yeah, that doesn't sound like a choice to me. So how could a person of mediocre intelligence, I probably shouldn't even give him that much, because that's giving him too much goddamn credit right there, come up with some bullshit like that? You Kanye West, the last time you said something that was like really fucked up, not counting the Taylor Swift thing, was when you said your name would be bigger than Jesus. What conceited factor are you smoking to make you think that you even have an iota of intelligence coming out of his mouth? And some people believe some of the shit that us entertainers say. Now, I can't really fault people for stupidity. I can't. Because stupidity is stupidity. And some people just don't want to learn. But that there, that's going a wee bit far. That's going way further than the my name should be bigger than Jesus crap. Slaves didn't really get an option in life in general. They never got the choice. And for the record, for those who don't know, or if your history teachers haven't taught you, you know, um, the big tribes in Africa sold out the little tribes. So, yeah, not not a whole bunch of brain capacity going on there. But what can you say? Some people just don't want to learn. Or some people just don't give a damn. Or my favorite, a lot of us don't think before we speak. That there was one of those cases. And I'm sure a bunch of Kanye West fans are going to tell me, hey, James, you're an asshole. 180 proof. You're either going to deal with what I say or you're not. And if you don't, you're well within your rights on that. I mean, I'm nobody special. Not yet. And when I become somebody special, these videos are going to come back and it's going to be a big problem. And people are going to approach me. And by people, I mean other celebrities. But like, yeah, remember that time you said that shit way back in 2018? And now I got to come and say something to you. Well, here's the thing on that. I'm going to quote the X-Men movie. The very first one with Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier. For those who don't like what I have to say or think that when I get famous or if I get famous that they're going to come to me and approach me as a threat in any way, shape, or form. That also goes for all you Kanye West fans. I feel a great deal of sorrow for anyone coming to my doorstep looking for trouble. Because you're going to find it. And it's not going to work out the way you think. I'm a martial artist first. I am a soldier second. But more importantly, I am a fucking man who will hurt you if you try to come and hurt me or mine. So yeah, I spoke ill will of Kanye West, but did you not hear what he said about Africans choosing to stay in slavery for 400 years even though we outnumbered our oppressors? Dude, there's an old battle saying. The Native Americans said it. Everyone who's ever fought against Americans has said it. The motherfucker with the most weapons has the power. Now let's take a trip through time. Had Marco Polo never made it to China, never stole gunpowder from China, never figured out how to make the black powder ignite, never figured out how to make a musket ball fire out of a fucking gun, if Smith & Wesson never had the ability to design machine guns or bullets, then maybe, just maybe, way back then, it would have been a fair playing field if we all just had knives and spears and bow and arrows. Because then it's either kill or be killed, and it's hand-to-hand combat. No ifs, no ands, no buts. But when your opponent has more armaments than you, when your opponent is smarter than you because you're denied the right to have intelligence, there's not a whole lot that you can really do other than what they say. When the crack of a whip could mean life or death for you, it ain't like it is now. No one has the right to have slaves now, although technically we are slaves to society because only the rich people don't have to work. The rest of us work to keep them rich. They pay us to work. But back in the days when slavery was a thing, up until slavery was abolished, and even after slavery was abolished, some people stayed there because they had nowhere to go. There were no free trips back to fucking Africa to reunite with the assholes that sold us into slavery in the first fucking place. If you weren't living on a reservation, or if you weren't wandering the land and not being suckered into places where people knew slavery was abolished but they kept slaves anyway, those are not choices. Those are circumstances. Here's a choice. Tomorrow I'm going to wear my army shirt with my army pants, and I'm going to take my exam, and I'm going to work. Now, Friday, I'm going to go sleep with 16 chicks. Those are choices that I choose to make. Now, here's the thing about that 16 chicks. I can have sex with one chick 16 times if she consents. I can have sex with none of the chicks if they don't consent. And if I take the sex, that makes me a rapist, which means I'm going to jail. So, that's a choice. Am I going to make that choice? Fuck no, because I like my freedom. But I also like the freedom of speech and common sense. And you have to know where to draw the fucking line. It's not that difficult. Slaves didn't have a choice. Indentured servants didn't have a choice. The slaves that had raped babies did not have a choice. And some of them very well may have been my ancestors. So, what are you smoking, dude? You are a pure example of why people don't need drugs. You guys want to get off drugs? There's your example right there. Go to TMZ.com and see what the fuck this asshat said about slavery. I'm sorry. You only had one good song that I like, and that's Gold Digger. Outside of that, you got nothing from me, buddy. I ain't saying you a gold digger. But Kanye is a crazy motherfucker. I would have used the other word, but I don't want Carlos Mencia to come after me. Because at the end of that song, it said, wetback killed by a crazy nigga. Alright? So, that Carlos Mencia said it right. I ain't saying he a gold nigga, but Kanye is a crazy nigga. There you go. And the thing is that is, I don't know what his reps are doing. I think Kim needs to, straighten him up, real quick before he does something exceptionally stupid. And since he is a Trump follower and a Trump fan, you know, we're never going to be good until Trump's out of office as far as I'm concerned with me and Kanye. I will probably never meet him in the streets, and hopefully I never will have to. I will never buy his music unless he pays me to. Then I'll buy his music because money does talk. I ain't gonna lie, money talks. There's a baby screaming in the background, so I have to end this video. I'm James Jr. I'm going back to watch the interview. Be seeing you.